Picture this. A nervous cardinal sneaks into a garden at midnight. He thinks he has been summoned by the Queen of France. She hands him a rose. He nearly weeps. He has no idea the Queen is a sex worker in a dress. And the woman behind the performance is about to steal a fortune in diamonds and help shred the reputation of the French monarchy. Her name was Jeanne de la Motte. Jeanne came from minor nobility, which sounds glamorous until you remember a noble name cannot pay rent. Her father drank, the money was gone. The family name, de Valois, connected her to old French kings, but mostly connected her to disappointment. So Jeanne reinvented herself. She married a low-ranking soldier, styled herself as a countess, and moved through Paris society with charm, nerve, and industrial levels of ambition. Then she met Cardinal Louis de Rohan. Rohan was wealthy, powerful, and painfully insecure about one thing. Marie Antoinette despised him. Years earlier, he had offended her family, and the Queen had not forgotten. Rohan wanted back into royal favour so badly he might as well have worn a sign saying, "Please manipulate me." Jeanne saw him and thought, perfect. First came the fake letters. Jeanne forged messages supposedly from Marie Antoinette, signed in the suspiciously wrong style, Marie Antoinette de France. Rohan believed them anyway, because they told him exactly what he wanted to hear. That is how the best cons work. Then came the necklace. Paris jewelers had created an absurd diamond masterpiece, 647 stones, nearly 3,000 carats, originally meant for Louis XV's mistress. But Louis XV died before buying it, leaving the jewelers stuck with a glittering financial disaster. Jeanne told Rohan the Queen secretly wanted the necklace, but could not be seen buying something so extravagant. Rohan would purchase it for her, she would repay him privately, and he would regain royal favour. Rohan basically sprinted into the trap. To make the lie feel real, Jeanne hired Nicole d'Oliva, a Parisian prostitute who looked just enough like the Queen if you added darkness, distance, nerves, and a very forgiving imagination. Nicole dressed up. Rohan came to the gardens of Versailles at night. She gave him a rose, whispered a few words, and left. Rohan floated home convinced Marie Antoinette had forgiven him. Then he handed over the necklace. Jeanne had it broken apart. The diamonds were sold, many through London. And then the bill arrived. The jewelers asked the real Queen about repayment. The real Queen knew nothing. Louis XVI had Rohan arrested publicly at Versailles, in his cardinal robes, on his way to Mass. Then came the trial. And the trial was the real explosion. Jeanne was convicted, branded with a hot iron as a thief, and imprisoned. She escaped to London and published memoirs blaming Marie Antoinette. The public devoured it. France already resented the Queen. Pamphlets painted her as greedy, corrupt, foreign, and shameless. The truth barely mattered. Marie Antoinette never ordered the necklace, never wore it, never even wanted it. But in the public imagination, she became guilty anyway. 3 years later, the Bastille fell. Jeanne died in London in 1791 after falling from a window. The necklace was never reassembled. The diamonds vanished. And the Queen, whose reputation was shredded by the scandal, eventually died by guillotine. One con artist, one vain cardinal, one unlucky resemblance, and a revolution waiting for a spark. History is sometimes that stupid, and that fascinating.